محمد بدر. نعم.
Thank you very much. Let me also use this opportunity to welcome you.
Can you raise your voice because of the fan?
I said let me also use this platform to welcome you to our country, and I will thank you on behalf of Activista Ghana, at least for showing some kind of interest in our activity. But you made mention of you being an international citizen, where you travel a lot of countries to do a lot of projects. So I want to know, I don't know, since you started, I don't know whether you have an estimated number of lives that you have touched or the kind of success that you have shown. I also want to know the kind of challenges that you do face since you started up to date. And one thing I also want to share with you, just last month, I met a lady who actually had a good idea. She knows how to make sandals and so many other things. And she thought that there was a need for her to get a center where she can actually train a lot of young guys for free with no fee charge. And she's finding a lot of challenges when it comes to that. And she has followed a lot of NGOs around, and they're not willing to do that.
Was that
so
tents? What she does?
Manufacturing of sandals.
Sandals.
Footwear.
Okay, sandals.
Yes.
Simple way.
So I suggested to her that she should let us get a platform that we can get, maybe we can submit a proposal to them. They look up to it if it is necessary for them to at least get that particular center, and she will train there for.
Can I stop you here so that I don't forget?
Okay.
You said about, first of all, the countries I've gone to, I mean, what is we did influence, and the second point? Live, okay. Okay, let me tell you, then I remember now, because I want to see answers. Lives I didn't count, to be frank, okay. But I can tell you, we have 600 projects.
600
projects that have been done, okay. I am expert in front of you of failures. I'm not expert in success stories. So many of these projects that is listed, they did not sustain. But we proven as a model that they have been done. After we gone, what happened? We don't know, okay? This is one of our problems. For that we are changing social for profit. For that we are collaborating with NGOs like you. Okay? Brother, you can I want you to be with us, Ashan. Someone carry all our ideas to your network, to your group. Okay? So what I want to tell you is that from these 600 projects, you'll see them later, okay? There is lots of ideas that will show you, and this, if you brought to Ghana, it will change many lives. And these models has been proven, it's been tested, it's been published intentionally, it's been reviewed, checked by others, okay? So it is proven models. Many of them in Africa, in Morocco, in Mauritania, okay, they are different a little bit, okay? Frankly, in the south I didn't come, and I'm now coming to the south. So for example, after you, in maybe 3 to 4 weeks, I'll be in Sudan. Sudan now is changing, Yota is coming, they made this change, political change and so on. And they are enthusiastic to now bring up the country. Inshallah, we hope. Okay. See, my comment about most of African countries and Arab countries, including me, that we talk more than we work. Okay. We are more talkers. Okay. So I tell them to in the Arab world, we always say about, for example, how, like the dog, how, but we don't do anything. Okay. So no, we should be focusing on doing projects. Now, so the variety of the projects itself, it will give you a lot of ideas. I'm sure. Just go through the list. Go through some of the books, okay, which I'll put for you in the. Okay, some of the books are very straightforward. The case study, and then the theory. The case study and the case study actual. Okay, in this place, what's happened, this date, and so on. So to give you the whole story about it. Okay. And you say, okay, maybe I can adapt this in my own model, okay, in solving. Each one of you is solving a different problems, but all of us will come up with lots of solutions together, okay. This is the first point. The second point you said about the movement that is doing the sandals, okay. I believe, brother, this is one of our also problems these countries. We don't have enough success people, yes. But now, the variety between success people and those people who want to do something in their life, okay, is very high. Most of the successful people who are bringing or who are helping, they are selfish. Okay, I don't want to work with selfish only. I want to work with selfish and selfless in the same person. I want to see the good side of him. Selfless, he want to give. Okay, you don't have to be crazy like me. I'm selfless. I'm telling you. Believe it or not, I'm very selfless. Okay, but I didn't come to this stage. I was selfish most of my life. Then I became realizing that this will not help me in my life. Okay, but we can bring lots of generation, including this woman, from the beginning. We agree with her. How many people she will employ? She is training. Okay, I got you. I know what you are going to do. Okay. Did she do a study or how she will be competitive in her product? What is the product competitiveness of the differentiation of the product type, of the price type, in which market she will sell it? Okay. This is also, we don't want to work by sympathy. Never work by sympathy. Work by empathy. Means I need data. If she didn't do the data, she can't do the data. We'll help you in collecting the data. How many women will employ you? How many lives will change? Where will we send this product if you train? Now what I do, I was telling the girls earlier, what I do if they train more tailors? Too much tailors around. I've seen, I'm a problem solver, but I'm also a problem maker for them. Okay, for anyone, by the way. So I'm telling them problem maker, not problem solver. Okay. So what I do, I stop. I tell them, take me to a woman. She's tailoring in the road. Stop. Go and ask her whether I come. He get the most of the shout, then I go relax. Okay. To ask her questions. Okay. Because how come I ask her many questions which is private? How much profit margin you are making? What you are doing? Or hairdresser. Let me finish my concept. Okay. So what I'm saying, there are too many. What will happen when you have too much saturation of similar product in the market? The price will be reducing, unless the profit margin is reducing. The profit margin is reducing. So unless this brother is saying, no, I'm not doing this for Ghana. Most of my design, I will do it for outside, whereas there is demand on the fashion. Each piece is itself an art. And not sell by quantity, because you cannot compete with China, you cannot compete with India. No. Okay? You cannot compete with Nigeria, for example, also. Okay, now? Which is damming area for many clothes. Okay? Whatever they don't want in China, they dam it in Nigeria, they manufacture from it now clothes. Okay. No, I want to make, each one of my clothes is an art. If I make for you something, I'll make it an art. So when people, whether I sell it for custom made for a specific person, or I put it in a. Okay, why? Because he studied what is the taste of the people changing in the NGO there, or he did market this African style to the English people who appreciate. Now, by the way, the Arab, they don't pay money good compared to the European. Okay, so this is where, and this is what I did, by the way, when I told you about the weaving. What we did, the factory was a failure. They can't sell their carpet made from camel wool. Okay. They wanted to automate the factory by a donation from Arab world. Okay? Can they compete with the Chinese when they automate the factory? They cannot. Okay? So we told them, stay organic. Show that you are working with high. Move the factory outside the factory. Means keep it in your machines, keep it in the villages, and make it help many families to stay stable with their families. Okay? And what we did, we started to market the products. The product have a story. The packaging was different, okay? And not to focus on selling the product to embassies only in Mauritania or something like this, picking embassies, buy my product or giving it as a gift. No, focus on Europe, okay? Where they appreciate the organic. They will not put their feet on it. They will hang it in the wall, okay? So instead of selling a product with $100, I'm selling it with $1,000. Because it have a story, it have a different package, it is sold in good places, branded places, and it is what? It is made for hanging, not made for putting your feet on it. Okay, see, I'm saying, let us be away from being sympathetic for just giving a woman told me something, I will do it for her. No, unless she has all this data, she'll differentiate her product, her benefit, the benefit. I'll tell you, يعني, approximately, I think we dealt with more than 30 organizations around the world, different countries. They train women, or they train men, okay, or they train family protection. But what is the added value? Zero. Yani, I'll tell you Bahrain. Let me talk about my country. I was talking this morning about Bosnia, but now let me talk about my country. The government train family protection. The government give entrepreneurs money and gives them incubation and so on. Okay, but what is the added value? Most of them they fail after 3 to 5 years. Okay, most of the family protection, they are people who are in family and government support. The government what they call allowance. Government support them because they are near poverty line. Okay, we don't have poor people, but we have people near poverty line. Poverty line of Bahrain, not poverty line of which is much higher. Right? I mean, and people, if they don't have a car, they don't have a fan, air condition, they consider them poor. They don't have a good house. That's like that much, and the standard different. Okay, but in reality, they still, most of them still dependent on the government allowance. So do you think the government has done any value added training? So this is an example, and we see in this in many countries around the world. They count, when I tell them what's your productivity, we trained 10,000, we trained hundreds, and so and so. So what I do with that? What has happened to the woman you trained? Did her life improve? Did her dignity improve? She solved her family problem? I'll tell you another example. I put the national plan for women in Bahrain. We found out, okay, before I put that plan, so that plan was not mine, alhamdulillah. That plan was counting how many women will be ambassador. How many women, this is what they care about, the United Nations numbers, okay? How many women will be ministers? How many women will be professors, okay? But we found out these women who are becoming like this, very sharp, huh? Women is like this, shaking, and women is coming like this, always in all the world anyway, okay? We found out these women, they don't have family stability. Most of them, they have divorce problem, they have problem with their family, with their mother, with their father, whatever, okay? So they are collecting money for themselves, becoming successful, but in reality they're not doing it. So we totally changed the model. My 10 years plan is about outcome, not results. Which means how many women, they are successful, they have family stability, they are employing Bahraini women, not employing Filipino women or something like this, okay? So this is an example of, we want to change our approach. Other things, you'll do much better than me. This is where I will help you. To see things from different perspective, to see it outcome based, not result based. Okay? Yeah. I think I talked a lot.
So, thank you very much. I don't know whether more like the Truman topics that you have listed here, I don't know whether any material should be given to us.
I'll give you all of this is material in papers and in books and in lectures, in video, in English, Arabic. I know only English and Arabic, so you'll see our videos, and when I give it to you next time, you'll make the lecture in your language, and you will put it for you on the YouTube. Because I don't give you material, you don't do anything about it. I don't want you for your own knowledge. No, you start to train people with it, critique it. Because I'm not perfect, I'm not prophet. I'm coming, okay, to learn from you guys also. Okay, yeah.
Sure. So one thing I also want to suggest is that it seems our country, many of the youth do believe in this white collar job and other things.
I can't hear you.
I said in our country, or in this part of our continent, we do believe in the white collar job. Let's say
yes.
I want to finish school,
engineers,
job,
yes,
those kind of things,
yeah.
And that actually caused our education system very bad because you complete school, at the end of the day you'll be sitting in the house. And I think that
we're trying to migrate.
Yes, with regards to the inspirational engineering, I think we can add like reaching out to many young people to at least educate them the need for them to not.
What is the word need? Okay. What is the word need? You asked me yesterday. What means need?
Needs.
Need. N-E-E-T.
Not on education.
Not on employment.
Not on training.
Yes. So I am one of the top experts in this issue of solving the problem of need. I'm saying the next poverty will not the poverty you are seeing. See, extreme poverty, even though it is unfortunately here a lot, I didn't see it in a lot of places now, except Mauritania. Mauritania, because there is desert, no water, nothing. 90% of the country, there is nothing. No, nothing grows. Nothing grows. Okay. So that these people, when they are poor, I will say okay, accept. But for you, I think you should go very quickly out of extreme poverty. Okay, we've seen here now, but this is not normal. There is something wrong. Okay, wrong about you, not about the government now. Don't always blame others. Blame yourself. Okay, you are the leaders. You can change it, inshallah. If I can change it, I'm foreigner. I can change it. You can change much 10,000 times better than. Okay. So these people is now they are the new coming poverty type. See, extreme poverty is gone now. Relative poverty is increasing. So lots of people in Ghana, for example, in Bahrain, and in all of the countries in India, especially these emerging economies, what they are happening? Many people is coming to be rich. The standard is becoming higher with them. The inflation is becoming very fast. These people, especially the need, they are not in education, not in employment, not in training. They cannot afford to have the other people things. So for them, relative poverty is affect them. They go into even psychological problems, like we call it imposter syndrome and so on. So I have written a handbook about this issue, not a book, a handbook, a complete handbook about this issue, which is I call it youth economy. We'll give you inshallah this one also electronically. We'll put it today once you come in the group. We'll put for you all the books. And we have many projects. And I'm talking about many projects around how to solve the problem of those. Because see, any person, guys, any person in this area, since you are now, mashallah, you say you are one of the strongest organization here. Any person within your capacity, within your area that you are covering, and they are sitting at home 2 years without a job, they'll be a burden in the economy. Because the probability, studies shows, the probability, and including my own data collected and studies from different countries, that they'll be either having psychological problem, or they'll be less in productivity, or they'll have family problem later. It will reflect in all their life. So it's very dangerous. A man or a woman, doesn't matter, okay? To have him educated. If he was not educated, it would be easy. The more he gets educated, the more his expectation will be high, and the more it will be a problem in the economy. Okay? Even if he gets employed after 2 years, which is happening in Bahrain, usually they are better in the economy. You see them that they will not be productive enough. Because they got used to sitting at home or sitting idle, no? So their mindset is different. So yeah, we'll talk about, we have projects on that, very nice. Any questions?
I think one key thing listening to our one key thing relating to developmental projects in our part of the country is the lack of sustainability. We realize that they are coming up with something and they are just thinking of now. People are saying they don't have jobs, then there is a temporary job, let's say we are national identification card registration. But then once that activity is done, what is the way forward? So I don't know, what are some of the...
No, you're supposed from this activity, you produce model. Again, brother, you cannot solve from my experience. Okay? And I was very enthusiastic like you, and I want to give very quick solution. Okay, I bring very good solutions, very quick solutions to the decision maker. The model you are going to create, it will enforce the decision maker. If these people they can do it with this minimal amount, because the decision maker, because they are very bureaucratic everywhere, they think always this thing will take us. And don't you think Ministry of Agriculture here, Ghana, they know there is a problem in this region, they are not utilizing this region? They know. Don't you think they know there is a water shortage, even though you have abundant water in 6 months? 6 months you have a dry season? They know, right? But nobody is doing anything about it because they consider it, they always want to solve a solution, what? As a total approach. You got what I'm saying? Most of the solutions that are taken by big people, including Bill Gates, who are big, they have lots of money. They always, it is what, brother? Top-down approach. It means they want to do as a big scale, so they count it for everyone. We are not doing that. What we are doing, we are problem solvers. We create models, we bring people, and we show how many people has benefited. As simple as this. Okay. Now, if we can replicate the model in another place, we're in fine. We cannot, we bring another model, a different solution, another group. We call it this technique one step but sure. Small steps, but make major leap. Okay. Okay. So this is what we believe. We don't need to create a big scale thing. How we can? I am telling you, I cannot invest or even give time for big scale and then waste. I prefer to work with humble people like you. For that, I left the governments. No? I was expert for governments, 9 governments. I worked for Singapore government, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Ras Al Khaimah, Bahrain, Oman. I worked for different governments in the Gulf and Singapore. I don't believe in governments today. Why? Because always their approach is top down. It will take time, you'll see the result. No, I want to see the result today so that you become more confident. Now if you see that this thing can be stopped like this, and you believe that this can stop like this, it makes a lot of difference. Oh, I can do it. Oh, Muhammad did it, then he can do it, you can do it. So you replicate this model. That's what I want. Okay. And I'm sure with you, we can do better. We can replicate the model, or we can improve the model, because we learn. If we repeat the model, then we are, with all the respect, we are like animals. God has given us the power. When we repeat things, we repeat it with improvements. Right? So that's, and this is what is the inspired. Inshallah, all of you inspire people. What means inspire? He likes challenges. He's not ashamed from failure. I am an expert of failure. So enjoy failure. Enjoy disappointments. Okay? Live with the disappointments. Because with disappointment you discover more. Okay? And the last thing, you should enjoy repetition. But not same repetition. You repeat thing, but every time improve. Every time improve. Every time improve. Yes, sir.
I think you have traveled to a lot of countries, and in one way or the other, you have learned about their culture, let me see, tourism, you visited their tourist sites and all stuff. You know, in this, our countries, like our government has neglected a lot of tourist sites, of which
like Slag Slave. Why I didn't go? I wanted to tell them take me, but I found it's nothing there. Now there's market. Slag Slave is a very, it can make lots of money.
Yeah,
but you don't know how to use it.
I would have wished that you visit there, at least have a look at
is it in our
that
road?
place.
In our way? No, not in our way. Unfortunately, these guys, they are not. They want to take me to war.
It would have been.
Yeah, I know, but I read about it.
Yeah.
And I didn't tell them. See, the first time they hear it from me, they didn't tell me. I do my own research.
And you
but I wanted to go there just to feel the physical.
Yes.
See, because
so that you feel everything. Look at the environment.
And I have.
If like that.
By the way, I have a family history. We are troublemakers.
Yeah.
My family.
Yeah.
My grandfather, he was one of the ones who fought the English.
So Mr.
And he have written about slavery of the Arab.
Yeah.
But he used to write. He was the leader in the Gulf area, especially Bahrain. He used to write with different name because that time, if he relieved his name, people will kill him. Because for them, that was a big money. Arabs also made money from slavery, from this place. Okay, so for me, it is something emotional also. Yeah. Because I know my grandfather. What he written, I have all his papers that he written about that. I wish we go there. Inshallah, next time.
So, my brothers, please. I know you.
Consider.
You have learned.
Maybe you can buy a flight.
At least you yourself, you have.
No, but the problem. What is the problem? There is nothing there to see. Yani if you make there a museum, I know there is the small place there. I've seen all the internet, but there is nothing really. Even you can make a theater there where people can come. Now in the last few days, I was talking all about ecotourism. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, I gone to the villages, the huts itself, by the road, and I stopped and told them we want to do with you step-by-step projects. Very small projects. We now want to open for them the well. Then they grow certain type of plants. Now we cannot do that, but through you. We'll give you the name of the village. You monitor that, okay? And I what I can do, I can help you from far away. But this is reality because this, especially these poor people, they don't sustain problem unless you follow them, okay? We found out, for example, these huts will be very good place for visiting. To make, I noticed that each house is around, right? The huts is around, and they make big house. You can bring a family, and I did this in Morocco, by the way, in the mountains with the Berberians. Okay, I challenged the Berberian families, big family. Okay, they were selling, arts, antiques, for low profit margin. Okay, I told them, instead of selling these antiques, let us take these antiques and take you with us to the where this can be sold in higher place. And we agreed that we'll borrow from these antiques, and we sell it to them in the hotels with different packaging. They used to sell it, for example, 10 CD. We put on it 50 CD, and it was sold. In 2-3 days, it was sold. These people, they wait for maybe 1 month to sell one thing, one art or something like that. Okay, changing the place itself, packaging the place itself in the same place, the same country, has managed to improve the profit margin. Second thing, we told them, we were invited for tea. Nobody invited me for tea here, by the way, Ghana, so far. Okay, did you get the message? Nobody did invite me for tea in Ghana. Yes. So I will say that Ghanese people are mean people. They never invited me for tea. Anyway, okay. So these people, they invited me for tea or coffee there. Okay. It was me and my wife. What I noticed, this is the observation. I didn't care about the tea. I didn't care about the place, which is not good, very poor family and so on. But I care about what happened during the tea. There was a rush. This family so poor, and there are a family of them, that they don't own anything. Each one owns something. Someone owned a chair. They brought me a chair. I couldn't sit in the floor. Someone owned a table. They brought a table. Someone owned a good, glass or cups. Okay, and so on. Okay, and someone owned a biscuit. So everyone brought something. It was like like bees. They are working together, bringing many things together. Okay, in just few minutes. I told them, see, I'm coming within 1 month. Okay?
As far as this conversation is concerned,
Yeah.
we realize that as a society, we live with people living with disability.
Yes.
And our brother is here with us. He's one of the people with hearing disability.
Okay.
This one. And so, as part of the discussion, I've been trying to summarize what we are discussing with him.
Okay. But let me finish this point,
Okay.
and then I will give you the time to summarize, and I think we can leave also, right?
I was not summarizing. He has a question actually.
Huh?
He has a question.
Okay, but let me finish this point. Okay. So what I wanted to tell you about ecotourism, since we are talking about ecotourism now. Okay. This village, which is made of same family. Okay. We told them in 1 month or 2 months we are coming to you. And I was not sure it's 1 month or 2 months, but anyway, we made it in 2 months. Okay. And we are bringing a bus of more than 60 persons coming from different countries. They are coming with me to learn how I solve problems in Morocco, because we are one of our offices in Morocco. That was about 2 years ago. Okay. What I want from you is not tea this time. I want lunch. Can you do it? They said yes. And I told them, this time don't put me inside the house. I want to sit near the not the fountain. They're coming from the fountain. Small, the springs. Okay, where it's collected in small areas. Okay, for water. Cool place and very nice place. I want to sit down and you show me not how much good you are cooking. Morocco, they cook very nice also. No, I care about how much you are collaborating, because what I want to sell them is not selling them the food. I will sell my people who's coming to train from me, how I'll show them what means collaborative economy, what means sharing economy. This cannot be taught, except people see it in life, and I cannot see it in life in a better place than that place. So you can imagine, same thing here. And yesterday I put in my Instagram our brother Abu Bakr.
Yes.
Okay, and I seen this also brother Hanafi does it. I'm sure all of you do it, regardless of your religion. When you see an old man or old woman, you want to speak to them, you bow and sit down, right? This is something that is I want to train my children. I want to train our youth. We used to have it in our country. We don't have it anymore. Okay, so that's something you can sell. Even that you can sell it For that, black Americans today, they are bringing their children here because their children is now started to be third generation. Start to be spoiled, they have mobile, they like to dance, they can't walk barefooted. You know, they became middle class or upper middle class. And black American used to be poor, but now lots of them they are growing also to be. But now they want to teach their children some values, so they start to bring them to Ghana. And they are getting from Ghana certain ideas to be entrepreneurs in America. So I'm saying that there's lots of things we can do, okay? Even with this hot weather, okay? Because your weather is hot, so not all the tourists can handle this hot weather, okay? But still we can do lots of things around to ecotourism. So it's about time to keep quiet now. Go ahead.
Yes, so we were trying to find out, as people living with disabilities, specifically hearing impairments,
Yes.
how can we get rid of poverty, considering the fact that anytime there is a program, they find it difficult getting interpreters?
Okay. Now I will tell you, I didn't work with people with hearing disability, even though we have them in our Bahrain, in our groups. You know, Bahrain. By the way, Spanish Economic Society of Bahrain, and at the board we have people with disability, especially blinds. Okay. Actually, our office, we do our function in big halls, and we have a hall relevant to our compound, and it's very good hall. But our main office inside people with blindness. Okay, so that much we trust the people, and we take them with us around the world. By the way, what I can tell you is that people with disability, first of all, is very inspiring, very persistent. Okay. Second thing is that people with especially the blind people I talk about. Okay, we can use them a lot in process of observation. I was saying earlier, we depend a lot on possible observation. Now God has given me this, which eliminated the strength of this and this. Okay, because having all of them heuristic, it will eliminate one of them, okay, or two of them, okay. While this guy, he will have this now, okay, and maybe the hearing, or sorry, the speaking may be better, or something like this, okay, or the feeling. And for example, the blind people, they always tell us, touch this. When they touch it, now they use them. They are using the blind people to make massage, you know, in China and India. Why? They are the best people who know what is your pain. Okay, so what I wanted to tell him, in each one of us, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or God, has given him or her a competence. Through doing certain projects in their community, we can know what and they can feel that they are empowered. Okay, I'm not sure if I answered what you are asking. Video. Shall I come with us in the group? And all of these, once we upload it in video, we'll send it to you on YouTube. We'll send it to you. Inshallah. Bas, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Isa Mohammed, regional convener for Northern Regional Youth Network.
Sorry?
Regional convener, Northern Regional Youth Network.
Okay. Youth, it's a youth network. Full time for NGO, or you have another job?
I have another job, I'm a teacher by profession.
Okay, like this guy. Okay. Okay. Mashallah, I'm proud, and the teachers, they are also doing NGO. I notice many teachers, they are teaching and doing NGO. That's good. It will be an inspiring teacher. Yeah. I'm your brother Muhammad Buhaji, and we'll give you, inshallah, they'll give you my card, copy of my card. And later, I think when you see the YouTube, you'll see a lot about what we do. Any other questions, gentlemen? Brother, you had something. Jamil.
Our association, we now want to do more. But apart from cleaning and then donating blood, we would like to do something for.
That's what I'm calling for, no? I'm suggesting, brother,
now,
projects.
We want an income generating something.
That's what I'm saying also.
Yeah, that is, we want something like maybe a machine that can run and then on daily basis saves money, so that we can be able to help the community more with that.
Like
Yeah, because we
which
only-
machine?
like the tricycle. The tricycle.
What's the tricycle?
And the Indian taxi, that small box.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So like
Okay, that's not my job,
Yeah.
not my area.
yeah,
But anyway, I work for productivity improvements,
yeah,
which
yeah.
means a problem in the community,
Yeah, yeah.
and I work on solving it, and then I invest on that area.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why maybe you need fund from other parties.
Okay.
Okay, and for example, one guy today this morning, he was saying that he work on food business,
Yeah.
delivering chicken. Okay, but he's not having enough customers.
Okay.
Okay, now I told him we want to reinvent your model by delivering by making your kitchen not chicken, your kitchen be mobile. Okay,
Yeah.
and he employ more people, then we are willing to invest.
Yeah.
Okay, that's also.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to tell you, all of us sitting here,
Yeah.
we are looking for a sustained asset so that we don't
Yeah.
a big national or international organization to help us,
Yeah.
waiting for fund from outside.
Okay.
Which means I'm changing the model. I was saying this morning to these people we met, and we are focusing on creating our own social for-profit, which means that, here I have written that, okay, which means profit for the NGO, okay, profit for the NGO that is working with us, and profit also for us, okay, and profit, higher profit margin for those who are taking the source from it. We're breaking the mediators who are greedy. I was saying this earlier about this smell, right? People are making millions from that of dollars, not thousands, not 100,000s, millions. But the people who's growing these trees, when you see their place, they are still poor, still surviving for day-to-day activity. Okay. So what's happening? There is a problem in the mediation. Okay, this is where we need to improve it. So this model will work on you, inshallah. Once we are, we are going back, we're going to settle all these steps. Okay, I'm an action man. I am pragmatic, even though I'm a professor at the university, but I'm very pragmatic. Okay, inshallah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please, let's take the last question.
Thank you very much. I just want to finalize with the regional youth network. We are quite large number, and we are
Yeah,
hoping, as you have mentioned, something sustainable.
right.
Yes.
Near the